Hello, my name is Travis Halleck from www.trusteddragon.net. Here I'm going to give you a tutorial on building a website from scratch using WordPress. The file transfer protocol service will be using the FileZilla, and the hosting service will be HostGator. But you can use whatever you want, but for this tutorial, that's what I'm using. First things first, you must have a domain name, a hosting account. In this instance, of course, I'm using HostGator. And you must set up a Mysql database, which I will get into. Alright, go into the HostGator website with your cPanel. There's three ways to get there. One is to put your domain like that. Another one is like that, with your domain.com/cpanel. And thirdly, cpanel.whatever your domain is, .com. You should be at this screen right here. Your username, your password, that should have been in your welcome letter. So whatever that was, go ahead and put the information in there now. And you're going to go and click on MySQL Database Wizard. You scroll down, and it's pretty easy to find. Create something you like in this step here, whatever database name you'd like to name this. My name was Real. Now I need to create a database user. In this particular case, I use my first name, but you can put whatever you want in there as long as it's 7 characters or less. So my database name is Real, my username is Travis, and the password, I created something on my own, but you could use that password generator down if you like. I'm going to click on the All Privileges button because I'm the owner. And now I'm going to write down all the information, which is, again, my database name, my database user, and my database password. If you're done with HostGator for now, you can go ahead and log out of it. At this time, you're going to go to WordPress.org and download the latest version of WordPress onto your computer. As you can see in this slide, just go ahead and click the download WordPress, the latest version. Follow the download instructions. Remember to unzip the file and save WordPress onto your computer. Next, you want to go into WordPress files and look for a file named wp-config-sample.php and rename that wp-config.php. Open up the newly named file, and next slide I'll show you what you need to change. You can open it with Notepad. Okay, I know this slide looks like a mess here, but what you're concerned with is the middle portion. This slide shows you the middle portions you need to be concerned with. I have a zoomed in version on the next slide. Okay, here's your MySQL settings I was talking about earlier. Put in your database name, the stuff that I told you to write down, your username, and your password. I have an example of what it should look like on the next slide. For example, on mine, my database was dragonor_real. Database user was, again, dragonor_Travis. And the password is dragonor_ whatever the password was. Now we're finally ready to use FileZilla. Go to their website at filezilla-project.org. Okay, on their website, they give you two options. You're going to download the one on the left there. You're going to pick which platform you're going to use. They have Windows, Linux, Mac. Meaning I'm using Windows, I'm a Windows user. I'm going to go ahead and download the Windows platform version. And the same as always, you know, when you're running a file, you got to save it and run it. Just follow the installation instructions, fairly self-explanatory. Read the user agreement. Click on the install and run FileZilla. You should have a page that looks like this. Make sure you extract the WordPress file again from before you do this. On the left hand side here, you can see where I found the WordPress file on my FileZilla program. the file and go to Site Manager. There's the file there. Click on New Site. Under Host, put in your domain name or IP address of it. 4. Put in your username and password from your welcome email of your HostGator. And 5. Just hit Connect. Alright, you're going to look for the public.html file and double click on it. Highlight everything by holding the Shift key and click on the first file and then the last file. You know how you would hold Shift on there and highlight all the files. Alright, while remaining on holding the Shift key there, you're going to drag everything onto the right under the public.html file. It should look like this. This may take you anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. It really just depends on how fast your internet is. Alright, now we're ready to do the fun stuff. You're going to type in your URL of your domain name, and you should get a screen that looks like this. It's prompted by WordPress there, and they want you to create a configuration file. Remember that database name, username, and password I told you to write? Well, you're going to need it. Go ahead and put in the database username. Remember, it's whatever it is, underscore, whatever your database name is, also for your user and your password. And then you're going to run the install. And after this, it's going to have a screen where you name your WordPress, your admin. You can change that to whatever your username is, and then you put in a password. It's pretty self-explanatory after that. And then you're going to have your very first website. This is the basics of WordPress. There are many themes to choose from. There are many different plugins and many ways you can take your site. But this here is just an example of the website that you have by default. And there's lots of things to do with WordPress. Well, congratulations on creating your website. I hope to see you in the blogosphere. If you want to see my website, it's www.trusteddragon.com.